Welcome to Hydraulic Press channel.
Hi.
I'm Lauri.
I'm Hanna.
And today we are going to turn wood into super fuel with our hydraulic press.
And fix the global energy crisis.
And if this goes well, next week we are going to crush subcritical plutonium core to make it more compact and release even more energy than our super fuel today. But that's next week, so subscribe to the channel to see that. What we are going to do with this? Wood burns, but it takes a lot of space. And it's not very super to have a lot of space. So we are going to solve that by compacting the wood a lot. By placing it here, adding 300 tons here, that results something like 6,000 bars, which is a metric shit ton of pressure. And after that, possible result that we can get is that the wood have over 3 times volumetric energy density compared to its original state. That means it burns even better and longer. And yes, you are right, there is already product like this. It's the wood briquettes, but these are not made with 300 tons. This has density of 1 gram per cubic centimeter, and with this method we should be able to reach 50% more, make it 50% more super as a fuel. Okay, here we go, and I'm going to do a lot of these. You don't have to watch them all, just let's see how it works as a first step, and then I'm going to make them all, and then we're going to have burn test. Yeah, this should go quite easily there. Then I'm going to place the piston here. This might be a bit harder to line. Let's go out if it slips out. Yeah, nicely. It's
Slipping it out.
It's spring. A bit more. That's not much, but I thought that it goes deeper. It's always disappointing when you want it to go deeper, but you already gave it all.
Yeah.
But I added more force, so let's see what happens.
That's what you can almost every time do.
That's there. I give it a couple thrusts so we can get all the juices out from the wood. Then we just pop it open and see what we made. I thought that we could compress it even more, but after I get it out, we are going to measure its dimensions and calculate the like density. Did we reach our goal?
That doesn't look good.
We made this. Do you know what is this?
No,
It's not optimal.
it's not optimal.
I'm going to make a new one. Let's think about things. New try. This is a bit thicker and it stands straight up, so I assume that it's going to work.
Work better.
Oh no.
Bit more.
It's loose. I go get my magnet.
Lauri,
Oi vittu, kattokaa mitä mä tein. I threw the magnet there and it just exploded.
It was exploding magnet. Yeah. It wasn't long enough. Okay.
Okay, moment of the truth. Is this dense? Feels quite dense. But time for the measurement. Because if this is not more dense than the commercial wood brick,
Then we have failed.
then we have failed and we have to have more pressure and bigger press.
But what Lauri forgot to tell you that we are also going to get this ball out of there.
No, yeah. Just for shit and giggles, we are going to push steel ball through 1 inch
1 inch.
thick steel plate. That's on end of the video.
You can see how it almost came through because it's already a bit plumpy. I don't know.
Okay, moment of the truth. It's 80 millimeters in diameter and 40 millimeters tall. And what's the mass of the wood? 280 grams. And now we're going to ask from our science expert ChatGPT. Almost. Coal was 1.5 grams per cubic centimeter. Yeah. The number we reach is 1.09.
09.
No, 0. 1.39.
Yeah.
So it's 40% more dense and 40% more super
Yeah.
than the food. 40%. So, based on the science numbers, this is 40% more dense
Than the commercial one.
than the commercial one, and it makes it 40% more super.
Yeah.
So
That's not super at all.
This is bad. This is okay.
Poor.
This
This
is
is
super.
super.
Now I'm going to manufacture 5 more of these, and then we are going to switch to our home where we have wood burning oven
And cats?
and cats, where we are going to do the burn test. How well it burns.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty damn well.
But these are excellent if you are backpacking and have to
Yeah.
carry your own firewood. You can fit much more. Let's skip the part where I do the 5 times the same thing and we go to the oven part now. Okay, science fire is ready. I'm going to try to make it as even as possible. Like, yeah, it's pretty good. I think homemade and industrial briquettes are hard to get going on, so we have fire already going on. And now I'm going to place, where should I place these? I'm going to place the industrial, holy shit, these are heavy. I'm going to place these there on the right side. I think they're going to take some time to burn off. Yeah, nicely there. Then regular pouring as food on the wood on the middle, like this. And then our hydraulic press made super fuel on the right side. Going to push that there. Like this. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Close this. And now we wait. Okay, that's bright. Maybe around here. The airflow might be slightly uneven, but it is what it is, and we are going to have a look, let's say, after 15 minutes. I'm going to say that it's already interesting. The wood is burning, briquettes are slightly burning, and the superfuel ain't doing shit. But I think it's because it's so dense that it transfers the heat from the surface to the middle. It's not as good insulator as the foamy wood and the commercial briquettes, so it might take a bit longer to catch on fire, but it should also burn much longer. Okay, it's been 5 minutes and everything is now burning, and now it's just a question about how long they will burn. It's a bit unfortunate that the superfuel is like cracking. That makes more surface area, so it might burn faster than really thick commercial briquettes, but I'm really hopeful that it's going to at least outlast the regular wood by a long margin. Okay, 10 minutes in, looking good. The commercial briquette is like starting to expand and break up. I think it's because the material is outgassing quite a lot when it heats up, and that makes it like grow and break into smaller parts. I think our superfuel is going to have good chance to outlast everything here. Okay, time to do some poking around. Looks interesting. The superfuel is really solid. Wood and commercial briquette are quite soft. And time is about 20 minutes in. Okay, it's been about half an hour and I think it's okay. Time to poke around. Poke around. This is really soft. That's quite soft. I think one of the superfuel briquettes is burnt away. That also. This is really so. Okay, this is also breaking. Also the second briquette behind here is not burnt at all. I think this is not accurate enough as a test. The airflow is too uneven, but let's have a look on one of the briquettes. Is the charcoal any different from the briquette? This is one of those. I would say that it's harder than normal, but if you want to do any real test, you should burn them separately or something like that. You don't really have time for that. It's also really hot here. Yeah, but it burns. It looks to burn longer than regular wood. Should have more energy. Really hard to ignite. Is it super fuel? It's super weird fuel, let's say that. Yeah, back to crushing. And when we are talking about things that burn really well, I want to try our dice materials. These are the bar ends that we machine out our CNC machined dice that you can buy from our web store. But now I want to check out which is the worst thing to machine in terms of fire hazard. Because I have heard that nobody wants to touch the zirconium. People hate these at the machine shops. Yeah, we are going to find out why. I have almost burnt down my milling machine with titanium. So that's first. And we are going to do highly scientific grinder test. Will it burn? Yeah. That looks familiar.
Yeah,
That's familiar.
It was about like that.
That's familiar sight. And we have dice made out of all these materials. That's why we have them. This is also my old friend, magnesium. And this is excellent when it's on fire. It doesn't go out with water, it just explodes. That's interesting. Doesn't ignite like this. I have burnt magnesium and it's quite hard to get going on. But this test is much heavier.
This is really heavy, yeah.
Yeah. Titanium and magnesium, really light. This is really heavy. And now. Oh!
Yeah.
I think I understand now.
Yeah.
Bit
You
more.
barely touched it. Ooh.
It ignites so easily and burns even brighter than the titanium.
Oh, it's really bright.
It's too bright, it hurts your eyes. Yeah, probably don't do that. But if you want dice that will ignite on contact with grinder for some reason, go check out our web shop. There is also plenty other materials, like other machinist favorite cobalt, which is toxic when machining, but just fine when it's not in powder form, so it's safe to buy also. But yeah, all the dices are same size exactly, just different materials. Go check it out. Since we started punching the holes, now we can punch the ball bearing through the plate.
Up to Timo's ass.
No, not there. And it's up into the ass of Timo if you want to.
Always forgot.
If you want to say that in a correct way.
Something through Timo's seat, up in the ass of Timo.
And it's also forbidden to say that without the official hand signal. Yeah,
but you forgot to say, if you make the hand signal,
no, you are allowed to make the hand signal.
No.
Yeah. Because it's like multi-purpose hand signal. You can use it on different occasions also. No, it's by the rule book. And if you wonder what the rule book, it's our company HR rule book for safe work environment.
No one in this company have ever read that book.
I'm going to hope that it's easy. I need more force.
Yeah.
I didn't set up it.
It's in assembly force, not the full force.
Hey, it started to bend.
We also destroyed the upper tool.
No, it's now softened up. We will slightly move it over to the different place. Because there is now dent. We put it there where there isn't dent yet. We have to start to pile stuff on top of that.
Yeah.
Like nuts. I try with the like small nuts. I go get bigger nuts.
Yeah. I'm still not sure if our bolts and nuts are strong enough.
Yeah, this is like the best thing ever.
Oh, the Play-Doh is getting hot.
I think we have to just put more stuff there. I go get more bolts and bits. I think this is one of the most professional setups that we have ever had. I think we are not getting through. Did the ball come up? Or
No,
what?
I think
it's some of the nuts has gotten the shape of the dent from the
Yeah.
thing that. Okay, this is
We are multiplying our problem here.
okay. It's clearly not going through. I think we are going to save this for the future video. I really need to get hardened tools for the machine so we can like do stiff shit like this. But with like these tools, it's too hard to punch through. Yeah, but it's good to have like goals in life.
Yeah.
It looks like it's so easy. It's already like bulging out, but it's not that easy. Yeah, but that is all for today.
Thank you for watching.
And have a nice day.